Hello again and welcome to another Warhammer 40k Imperial Guard list review. Today's list was sent in by, let me just check, Michael Wilkinson. Thank you, Michael, for sending this in. This was sent via Gmail. As always, guys, feel free to send me your lists either by Gmail or on YouTube. Leave it in the comments, or you can find me on Daka under the name Fatboy No Slim. Send it to me any of those ways, and I will. I'll review it if I can. So today's list is an 1850 Imperial Guard list. I believe it is a two-source list. First source being an Imperial Guard Combined Dance Detachment. Second source being an Allied Imperial Knight Detachment. Okay, so let's go through and have a look at the list. So starting off with the HQ section, we have a Company Command Squad. Total 95 points. Las Cannon team, veteran with regimental standard. Good. I like it. I'm glad people pick it up on this. This is my standard go-to format for the Company Command Squad. As always, Michael, if you can scrounge together the 2 points, don't punish your list by doing this. If you can, I recommend you take a sniper rifle as well. It's a very cheap upgrade. It goes well with the Company Command Squad's Ballistic Skill 4 and surprisingly pairs well with the Las Cannon, especially for shooting at monstrous creatures. Okay, Regimental Standard, of course, is a must-have. If your advisors go down, you need something that keeps you in the fight. And that's good. It's a good bit of redundancy. So no complaints about that, there. Second choice is a Command Punisher, is a Tank Commander. Command Tank is a Punisher. It's been upgraded with Knight Commander Pask. And it's got a Las Cannon. And that's it. So it's Pask's main turret plus a Las Cannon. Okay, interesting. And his buddy tank is an Executioner. 2 plasma cannons and a heavy bolter. Okay, I quite like this actually. Because I see what you're doing here. You're thinking to yourself, well, what am I really getting? What am I really taking Pask for? I'm taking him for his main cannon. I can kind of see why you might think, well, do I want to spend those 20 points on the heavy bolters, or do I want to spend the 20 points on the multi-melter sponsons, or even on the plasma cannons? My recommendation is that you do take the sponsons on Knight Commander Pask, and I'll tell you one reason why. And it could be as simple, and you might raise an eyebrow here. Many people may raise an eyebrow here, but hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. Even if you just take the Flamer sponsons, they're only 10 points. Now you're not taking them in that regard to do damage. I mean, ideally you take sponsons to do damage, of course, but at the bare minimum you must take a pair of sponsons with Commander Pask, because his main weapon is so important. If your opponent gets a weapon destroyed result on the vehicle damage chart, in your current loadout you only have a 50-50 chance of saving the main gun. If you stick on a pair of sponsons of any kind, plus even a heavy stubber, you dramatically reduce it. It becomes 1 in 5. So it's almost, it's a 25% chance. Or should I say, no, 20% chance. Excuse my head mathing, my mental maths. Because you've got the stubber, the Punisher Cannon, sponson 1, sponson 2, whole weapon. That means you have an 80% chance of saving the main gun, which is all you care about. And that doesn't, bare minimum, that costs you 15 points. Hell yes, that's a good idea. And he still gets to use the guns because he's in a fucking Punisher. So more than likely he's going to be getting quite close to the enemy. Not a bad idea to rock on some heavy flamers in that case. Just an idea. Heavy flamers I don't see taken a lot. But what I'm saying is at the bare minimum you should take them to protect your Punisher Cannon. If you want, but I do recommend you upgrade yourself to the heavy bolters or the multi-melters. You will find they do a good job. The Executioner with the plasma cannons, completely agree with this decision. It's something that I've been myself looking at. You know, we're talking about preferred enemy here. Drastically reduces your chance of overheating and killing yourself. So I have no issues with that. I would, like I said, I would just find a few more points to protect your Punisher cannon. But aside from that, that's fine. Carrying on, troops choice. Infantry platoon number 1, 30 conscripts. Nice. Minimum, you've not gone for the 20 that a lot of people fall into the trap of. You've gone for the 30. Obviously, I love my conscripts in big blobs of 40, but you can see you're going for a combined arms themed here. Maybe you don't need all the conscripts. You just need a little 30-man speed bump. I like it. And they've got a commissar with them. Excellent. And you've gone for the commissar, not the priest. Again, excellent choice, sir. I think that's a good idea. Gives the conscripts the leadership 9 for accepting orders, which is good. And you've given him the bolt gun. Good. He's not, you're not going to use that extra weapon in close combat very often, but you are going to bolt gun stuff. It's an extra bolter shot. Every shot counts. Infantry squad with an autocannon. Infantry squad with an autocannon. And another infantry squad with an autocannon and a commissar. So clearly you're blobbing these up. And you've gone for an autocannon blob. Okay. And this is another, I've said this in list review after list review. Someone out there needs to type in the comments and explain why people have got a fucking phobia of special weapons. Why are you not taking special weapons? Special weapons are great. Autocannons are great. Imagine this. Imagine if someone said to you, for 5 points, you can give your autocannon an extra shot, or you can give your heavy bolter an extra shot. You take it. You would take it. Because remember, autocannons, their primary job is anti-infantry. Because what you've got to remember is that they can glance vehicles to death, but you don't see vehicles all that much. So generally, you either fight infantry or you fight monstrous creatures. And they're not that good against monstrous creatures. So they become very good anti-infantry weapons because they wound any infantry on 2 up. Well, guess what? A grenade launcher, 5 points, that also wounds pretty much any infantry on a 5 up. Just saying. Why do people not like the special weapons? I mean, I like the blob as a whole, but surely you can get yourself some grenade launchers in there. Anyway. Commissar with the bolt gun, again, good choice. I know I'm asking you to add a lot of stuff in here, but no, you know what, I'd leave it as that. Commissar bolt gun, that's fine. Platoon command squad, bare bones, like it a lot. Next platoon, so you've gone for 2 platoons. Okay, I dig it. You've gone for guardsman squad with the las cannon, guardsman squad with the las cannon, guardsman squad with the las cannon. One of the sergeant squads has got a commissar. Fine, no problem. But again, why special weapon? Why special weapon? Just a thought. I mean, if you don't have the points, you don't have the points. But I think you could find the points if you needed to. Okay, fast attack, vendetta, and two vendettas in separate squadrons. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so you've got a lot of you've got a las cannon blob, yet then you're also taking 2 vendetta squadrons. Okay, I like vendettas. I think they're good, but remember, vendettas are quite expensive. They're 170 points. So, what I'm trying to say is, you're rocking 3 twin link las cannons. So you're rocking 6, because you've got 2 vendettas, 6 twin link las cannons on a durable weapons platform. Ask yourself this: do you need the las cannons and las cannon blob now? You've already got 6. Plus, you've got 1 in your company command squad. Plus, you've got Pask, who's also anti-tank. Plus, his Executioner with all the plasma guns, that AP2, that can chip in, that can be anti-tank. Plus, your final choice of unit is the Imperial Knight, which you've gone for the Knight Paladin, bare bones. So you've got the 2-shot battle cannon, which can do anti-tank because it's ordnance. And he's got a D sword. It's got the big dick sword, the big D sword. So, I think your list overall is very solid. But I think what I would do is I would drop your infantry squads, and this may or may not work. You'll have to play test this. But I personally would drop las cannon blob down to an auto cannon blob, which will save you 10, 20, 30 points, and then you put a 5-point grenade launcher in each infantry squad. Bam. You haven't lost any weapons. And you haven't lost any heavy weapons. You've still, you've just downgraded, but you've actually gained 6 grenade launchers. You've gained 6 strength 6 AP4 shots. That's good. That's very good. But overall, that's the only change I would make is, buy yourself some fucking special weapons. Like, the special weapons are good. Don't be afraid of them. They don't. I mean, think about this. Think about it this way. You've obviously tried to save points by not taking special weapons, but it only costs you 30 points to upgrade everyone with a special weapon in your army, every squad. It's not a lot of points. They don't eat into your points very much. I feel like people save points by not taking special weapons, but you're not really saving yourself a massive amount of points. I know you've got to squeeze every penny, and you've got to squeeze every point. I understand that, but some points are worth spending. Some points are worth spending. Just an idea. So, going through the list overall, what do I think? Well, I think it's a good, solid list. I think you've obviously. I'd like to think you've taken some of your own knowledge, you've combined it with some of the stuff I've been saying, and you've come together with quite a nice, strong list. Let's have a look at this. You've got a nice. It's nice and combined armsy. I like it. So you've got 2 tanks. That helps you with your firepower. You've got 100 infantry. You've got 3 blocks of 30 plus 2 command squads. Boom. Nice solid base of infantry. You've got some flyer support in there that will help you, again, lots of anti-tank. That will help you deal with Imperial Knights and giant monster creatures and monsters creatures. And then you've got your own Knight. You've got your Imperial Knight in there, which is really good. Imperial Knight can do anything, and it's relatively cheap. I didn't realise how cheap Knights were. I always see them for 400-500 points. This one's rocking at 375 points. Nice. I think that's the way to run Knights, by the way. You keep them bare bones because they're already powerful enough. You're sinking more points into a platform that's already really powerful. But overall, I like the list. There's no glare. I always like to say this when I come across a list which I say this from the heart. You could take this list to a tournament tomorrow or to a game tomorrow, make no changes to it, and you do okay. You do fine. This list is a solid list, just needs some minor tweaks here and there. But you've obviously got the core ideas. You've got the core concept of infantry, lots of infantry, backed up by specialist extreme firepower. That's what you need as Guard. That's what you need. Lots and lots of bodies, which are being supported by a fuck ton of guns. And you've got that. So overall, I would rank this list as good. Very good. Some tweaks to be made. Obviously, you haven't quite gone and bit the bullet and gone pure infantry, but you may be limited by a model collection, in which case I think this is the best list you can make. But yeah, it's got a bit of everything, so I won't keep rambling on. I think it's a solid list. I think it's got combined arms. I think it can do a bit of everything. It'll be good for Maelstrom. It'll be good for Eternal War. It's 2 source, so I can't see it being rejected from any tournament. Most tournaments are at a minimum 2 source. A lot of them are more than that. Yeah, it's good. You haven't got a lot of Psyker support, but I don't feel like you need it necessarily in this style of list. So yeah, overall I think it's a good list. So take note, everyone. This was a good list. I hope I'll put it in the description so you guys can all see it, and hopefully you'll learn from it. Again, thank you for sending this in, Michael. And of course, to everyone else out there, if you have a list, feel free to send it in. Again, either by YouTube or Gmail or Daka, and I will do my best to review it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time.